Hello everyone and welcome to Electronic Technocrat, your own techie guy. In today's video, wait, hold on a minute. This won't be or we can say a continuous video. This is a brand new series, fellas. That's correct. We'll be kicking off a brand new series from today. Any guesses what the topic would be? I mean, it's a very common topic. Now, for you, I'll give you a hint. Have a look at this GIF. Do you find something? Yeah, there's a laptop been connected to the GPS, the cloud services, the www, the settings, the storage, the Wi-Fi. Yeah, you are getting correct. Now, I'll tell you what the answer is. But before that, any guesses? I'll give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. It is correct. You guessed it correct. It's communication, networking, technologies. That's correct. This topic is very much booming. As we all know, technology has been a part of our life. Without technology, we cannot imagine our life. It's that part, that is integrated part of our life, basically, without which we cannot survive, and with which we are advancing forward. So, from this series, I'll be talking about how the technology works and what are the elements that these technological elements, or we can say the communication networking elements, I will call it as CNT in short. That is communication networking technologies. That's correct. How this plays a very important role in our life, and how are we totally dependent on these stuffs. The very first element that we are going to study about it, we're talking about wait, you are super excited about the topic, right? But before that, give me the intro, please. Alright, after a brilliant introduction, let's move on. Today we'll be talking about... No, I won't give you the answer so easily. Let me guess. Alright, I'm seeing a Wi-Fi symbol GIF here. Some people are traveling here, some people are having their lunch, dinner, I suppose. Some people are working from home. This guy is enjoying something on the laptop, I suppose, or the tablet, basically. So what are these guys connected to? Or we can say, what are these guys using, basically? Any idea? Just look at the shape of this GIF. It looks like something. Yes, that's correct. It's a Wi-Fi. And what is the Wi-Fi based on? What principle it is based on? Any guesses? Yes, that's correct. It's the internet. That's correct. We are connected to the internet today. The internet is an increasingly important part of our daily life. But if you have used the internet before, this information, what I'm going to tell you, would be a bit of surprising for you, or maybe a bit of confusion for you. Alright, might create some confusion as well, but don't worry, I'll explain that in a brief and detailed manner. I will also try to answer some of your very basic questions that you may have about internet, and sometimes it's like, I have used the internet, but I don't know about how exactly the internet works, or how exactly the internet is connected, or how exactly the internet is allowing people to get online at the same time. Don't worry at all. That's what I am for. That's correct. Now, let's move on. What is the internet? This is a very basic question that people ask. What is the internet? We all are using the internet. We all are aware of internet, but we don't know what it is. Yeah, it's an irony. We don't know what it is. We use it in daily life. We use it in almost each and every work, but we don't know what it is. That's correct. Don't worry about it. Let's define internet. The internet is a global network of billions of computers and other electronic devices. That's correct. I talked about the word called as a global network. With this, it is possible to access almost any information, communicate with anyone else in the world, and so much we can do with internet. Alright, and you can do this just by connecting the internet to the computer, which is called as, that's correct, going online. Whenever you see someone online, that means that particular fella is connected to the internet. As simple as that, isn't it? Yeah, Robert Downey, that's correct. It's very interesting. So what is the internet basically? It's a global network where billions of computers are connected. And with this internet, we will be able to communicate with people in remote places or any part of the world in just a, that's correct, just a click. That's it. Alright, so let's move on to the next topic. What is web? It's not the web that the spiders build, or we can say they make. It's not that web. We're talking about World Wide Web, that is www. That's correct. This is the prefix you use every time before you type any website. www.google.com, www.youtube.com, www.yahoo, Gmail, or we can say googleduo.com, or blah blah blah, so many websites. What is this web actually? The www, or so called as World Wide Web, is also short termed as web. It's a collection of different websites you can access through internet, like I've told you. For example, Google, YouTube, Yahoo, Skype, or anything. Alright? A website, now you must be wondering, what is a website basically? Exactly, I talked about the World Wide Web, that is www. The next word is web browser. Well, that's perfect. It's a web browser. Once you are connected to the internet, you can access and view websites using a type of applications called as web browser. Can anyone tell me some examples of the web browser? That's correct. Yes, that's correct. Google Chrome is a web browser, or we can say Opera is a web browser. Mozilla Firefox, is a web browser. Internet Explorer is a web browser. Through these web browsers, we can access different websites. Now you must be wondering, what are websites? Websites is, or we can say a website is made up of related text, images, and other resources. Alright? We can use websites for our personal needs as well. Alright? So if someone wants to surf, or we can say social media surfing, the very appropriate websites are facebook.com, or we can say whatsapp.com, that is whatsappweb.com. These are all, or Yahoo Messenger.com, or Gmail Messenger as well, we can say Hangouts. So these are all those websites where we can use to interact with other people. Alright, these are the examples of the websites. Alright, so we are clear about websites? That's correct. Like this guy is doing, he's surfing around the websites, having a cup of coffee as well, and he's surfing around the websites. That's what we are told about the web definition, that is World Wide Web, or shortly called as web. Alright, let's go ahead. How does the internet basically work? Now this is a very important question. Sometimes people ask, well, I have an internet, but I don't know how it works. That's pretty easy. I'm just gonna tell you in brief. I won't go into details about it, because we are here to provide you an idea, a glimpse of it. We are not here to provide you a complete detail of it. If possible, I will provide you the detail. If you want it, you can comment in the comment box, or in the chat box, or the live chat box as well. You can comment us, tell us that I want this section in detail. I will take that session on that section, and I will tell you about that in very detailed manner. So don't worry about it. The question is, how does the internet work? At this point you must be wondering, okay, I heard what is internet, but how does it work? The exact answer is very complicated. Now, I have told you before as well, the working of this internet is very complex. Now let's see some important things. It is important to realize that internet is a global network of physical cables. That's correct. This is what an internet looks like. This is how the internet works basically. Dial box, you can see a PC and there's a World Wide Web. It's connecting. Alright, it's dialing, and we use this physical cables. It is very important to realize that physical cables, which can include a copper telephone wires, TV cables, fiber optics, play a very important role in transferring the data. That is correct. Even wireless connections like Wi-Fi and 3G or 4G or 5G that is coming now rely on these physical cables to access the internet. So if you don't have a cable, well, that's very, very tough for every one of us to use the internet. In fact, it's impossible to use the internet. When you visit a website, your computer sends a request just like this. Your computer sends a request through the wires basically to that's correct, a server. The computer sends the data, or we can say a request, from the physical cables to the server. Now this is acting as a server here. Alright, this is your computer. You're logging into a website, say facebook.com. You're sending a request. The request is going via the physical cables to this server. That's correct. Once the request arrives, the server retrieves the website and sends the correct data to your computer. Wow! And this is so amazing that it happens in a fraction of seconds. Like snap of the fingers. That's correct. It's so fast. We don't even realize that. That's the power of internet basically. Now let's move on to the next one. Other things you can do on the internet. Well, this is very common topic. Let's see one by one what we can do on internet. The first thing is finding information online. Well, this is a very common thing. Finding information online. With billions of websites today, like the Myntra.com, Amazon.com, Flipkart.com, sorry, and so many other things. Sorry, my bad. There's a lot of information on the internet. Search engines make this information more easy for you. Exactly, the search engines like this Google. Not the Google. We have Google.com. Alright. Search engines make this information easier for you to find out. All you need to type on the search engine, is the keyword. Like I'm going to type shopping. What the search engine will do is give me all the results related to the word or the keyword shopping. That's correct. This is what basically the search engines are. Now you must be wondering, okay, tell me some examples of search engines. Don't worry, the first example is, yeah, we talked about search engines and also relevant websites. That's correct. Search engines will look for the relevant websites. As I've told you, if you search the word or we can say the keyword shopping, it will take you to the relevant websites or we can say the relevant sites basically, so that you will find your choice of shopping sites. Alright, these are the relevant websites. When does this happen? Exactly when you search the keyword in the search engines. Now I will tell you some very popular search engines. I'm just gonna name 3 of them. Not the Google.com, it's the Google.com. This is the world's biggest ever search engine ever found. We all know about Google, so I'm not going to go into detail. Next one is Bing.com. We also know the Bing.com. It's a very huge search engine as well. And another one is Yahoo.com. That's correct. This is also a very big search engine. Alright? Yes. Now let's go on to the further one. Emails. Well, email stands for electronic mails. Absolutely. These are not the mails that the postman sends. Exactly. The postman here is internet. That's correct. The internet is acting as a postman here. Whenever you you must have sent email once in your life, ain't it? At least once you must have sent the email. It's very simple. Email is a way to send and receive messages across the internet around the world. That's correct. What all things do we need in the email? That's correct. This is a Gmail box. Yeah, he's calling me. Yeah, that's correct. That's an email. Electronic mail, so called as. That's correct. So the first word is email address. That's the only word that's important in the email, absolutely. The email address. Whenever you are sending an email, what is the first thing you do? Absolutely. You will take the person's email address and put it into the to section. Alright? That is sending to which person? That person's email ID will be pasted there, or we can say typed there. Alright? This is because you will need an email address to do just about anything online. From online banking to creating a Facebook account, creating an Instagram account, or creating a Gmail account. Anything, you need email address basically. So it's simple. Email stands for electronic mail, and it is a way of sending and receiving messages. And the best example of email search engine, or we can say the email engine, is Google Mail, or we can say Gmail, so called as. Before that it was Yahoo Mails, or we can say messengers. Basically I used to send the messages, but now as technology has changed, we all know that Gmail has replaced the biggest search engines again. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. Next one is social networking. Well, I don't have to explain much about this, right? Social networking, that's correct. Yeah, 1130 Instagram, 1135, yeah, the LinkedIn, the Tumblr, the WordPress, the Facebook, the WhatsApp, the Google+, the Twitter, Pinterest, Snapchat, oh my god, so many social networking sites, and we use this 90% of our day basically. So I don't have to tell you about these social networking sites. These sites are basically a way to connect and share with your family and friends online. The word online is very important. Absolutely, the word online is very, very important. It helps you to connect with people around the globe again. These networking sites help you to message people, or we can say share something with your family, or we can say share something with your friend. And the typical way to do it is social networking sites. Now you all are expert in these social networking sites. I don't have to explain you about this, right? Tell me some of the social networking sites, please. Facebook, absolutely the biggest, because that's where the networking sites clock actually starts. Facebook. The next one is absolutely WhatsApp. Facebook has got what we can say more than 1 billion users worldwide. So does WhatsApp basically. Instagram, yes, Instagram is almost a replica of Facebook but with some advanced features. Now many of them are replacing Facebook with Instagram as well. So you can see that Instagram is getting very popular. And Snapchat, well, you must have seen those doggy faced, or what we can say, the doggy faced images, or we can say the Snapchat filters basically. These all come from Snapchats. These all apps, or we can say these all websites, are the biggest source of how you can connect with other people. They are sitting in any part of the world, doesn't matter. These networking sites take you closer to them. Alright, so next one is online media. Well, there are so many different, what we can say, approaches to how or what we can do on internet, but I'm just gonna take this one as these 3 or 4 as the major ones. So next one is online media. Absolutely, one is Netflix. You all know about online media, right? I don't have to tell you about what the online media is. The online media are the sites that allow you to watch the videos and listen to the music. For example, you can watch millions of videos on YouTube or other services like Netflix. That's correct. This is Netflix. How does it look like? Absolutely, Netflix. This is one of the most, what we can say, the most, what we can say, worldwide used website for watching the movies or listening to the music. Netflix. They show different types of, what we can say, serials, or we can say daily soaps, movies, or the episodes, and so many other brand new movies, or so many different things. Netflix. And another source is, absolutely, that's what I'm making the video on, YouTube. That's correct. YouTube is a place where you can watch millions of videos in just a click. That's correct, in just a click, just like Netflix. So these two are the, what we can say, the tech giants of online media. One is Netflix and one is YouTube. We don't have to go in detail about this. So, so much information on internet. Well, we'll be continuing more in our next part of the video, because we all know how wide is the World Wide Web. Just take it as a sarcastic comment. How wide is the World Wide Web? It's a never-ending topic, and we have to cover so many topics in the future as well. So I'm going to restrict myself here for this video so that you will not get bored, I guess. But till then, stay home, stay safe, and wait for the different videos and also amazing contents. And also, you will comment on the, what we can say, the comment box below here, so that I can get what you want in the next video as well, and also I can prepare it in detail in the next videos as well. If you want any section to be explained neatly and more described way, or the briefed way, I will do that also. But till then, stay safe, stay home. Until then, thanks, gracious, danke. Thank you. Hey you, yes you. If you like our video, just hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to stay notified for the future updates.